What's up, everybody? Arrg the Pirate here, and today we have our challenge number 4, and it's over Revenant, guys. And y'all know I don't like Revenant. I'm absolutely terrible with them, but let's give it a shot. Now, this challenge comes from Slingerwolf, and it's use Revenant without chaos or death or growth. So we picked up Intellect in order, because that's all that's left, and we're gonna give it a shot. Now, I'm not gonna go over the deck, guys. It's a Intellect order deck. I've got, OPD in there. I've got Brilliant Fortification instead of Mana Flow because I want power, and, I'm not planning on keeping Mana Flow. I've got Atomic Soldier, and then I've also got Knight of Asher, so I've kind of built my gems really strange, and, this is just a very odd build. I in no way recommend this build, guys. If you want to go in and challenge yourself, or, try to say, hey, you did better than I did, go for it, but I really feel that this build is just a complete letdown. Now, alright guys, I've tried to record this, I want to say 7 times right now, and I keep getting sidetracked and just rambling on about things like I typically do. I'm going to make this as short and sweet as I can. I've got some big news, and I'm going to slow down with my Paragon content. Now, that's not so much because, of the state of Paragon. I'm still going to play Paragon, everything like that. It's just, I spend 7 to 8 hours a day just messing with Paragon videos. I play 2-3 matches a day, and, by the time I edit, record, actually get them to upload, make the thumbnails, actually convert them to a video, just all that editing takes me about 7 to 8 hours a day, which, my videos are quite a bit more edited than a lot of others, so, I'm taking that responsibility on myself, but, it's a ton of work, and I think I could better serve the community by playing Paragon more, not making videos over it as much. On top of that, I would definitely like to branch into other games. I've already started Arrg. I would kind of like to go to other games just, because I do like to play other games, like, I'm just a normal gamer like everybody else. So, yeah, that's just the plan right now. I think I'm going to shoot for about 4 days a week. We'll see. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, guys. I'm gonna try to play more Paragon and hope that rallies rallies Epic's interest more than just more videos coming out. I think if they see more people playing or see more matches played per day, that would be better than just, hey, there's, 20 videos uploaded every day instead of 19. That's just the way I see it. Y'all might have a different opinion, but, that's just where I am right now, guys. So, I just wanted to throw that out there. If Epic or if Paragon does get back with us on that, I'm definitely going to change my mind if we do see a change. Alright, guys, I don't want to make a video about everything that's going on. I've done a couple of them, I just want to let y'all know what to expect from my channel now, and I want to branch into other games. If you've got opinions about that, if y'all like to see me play something, if y'all like to play with me at something, let me know. And yeah, I don't want to be, I've never intended on solely doing Paragon. It started out that way. But once I said, hey, I really enjoy doing this, I've never intended to only do Paragon. And you can see that from the handful of reviews I've tried to do and, the new Arrg series. So, okay, well, let's step away from that. Alright, now I've got Brilliant Fortification on, and you might be going, hey, Pirate, why don't you have Mana Flow? Guys, Mana Flow is a terrible card. I don't like it. That's why I got a buff. I think it's, I just think it's super underwhelming. Even with that buff, it's 9 power, that's it, and you get mana when you purchase, you get that percentage of mana, which right now, 1% of my mana is 3 mana, like, why would I want 3 extra mana? I'm sorry, not into the card. And then, the power, it did get increased, but still, it would take me, you know, 5 or 6 points to reach 12 power. And with Brilliant Fortification, I've got 12 power right away. So I've got a bigger power spike. You know, and it's quite a bit bigger. 3 points of power difference. And then I've got, you know, I've also got mana regen, which at this level, mana regen is way more important than that small percentage of mana that you get. So guys, I'm not a fan of the card, and I think the card is only good if you put it on early and keep it late. And, you know, if you pair it with something like Thaumaturge, it's decent, but really, I think there's better cards than that, you know, and like I said, with 3 points and 500 gold, you can get a better card. Or with 4 points, if you're running Death, you can get a better card. You know, I think it's better than Astral Leap, but, you know, it's still, I would rather have other cards. And I'm a huge fan of Revenant with Brilliant Fortification, because he's got terrible wave clear. And so when the enemies are under tower, you can actually pop this and then clean out the enemies a little bit, or, you know, chase the enemies off, which I actually do in this game. So it actually works decently. Don't recommend this build, guy. That's why I'm not showing it off. But it's still, it's odd having this card on ADC, and it, for whatever reason, strangely works. Now, I've done an absolute terrible job of getting my last hits. You know, just with poking the enemy, you know, Decker's kind of, you know, poking the enemy and getting them to move around. And like I said, since I never play Revenant, I'm just a terrible shot. And I'm trying to get them. We are having that little bit of latency, though. And I didn't notice it with melees, but I definitely noticed it with Revenant. And, you know, it just feels bad. And you can see I'm shoving this lane, you know, I'm just absolutely awful. Revenant, but we're definitely gonna get some work done on that steal. You know, we've got our ultimate now, which, you know, if I can get one of them low, I should be able to head in there and, you know, get that ult off, take them out. Sure enough, we pick up that Revenant, or we pick up that steal kill, go ahead and ult Twin Blast and take him out. Guys, they need to get rid of the root onto Revenant's ultimate. I really think the root on his ultimate is, maybe just have it a stop where you're rooted for as long as it takes Revenant to get out of his animation. But right now, his root is just way too long. You know, you saw there, I like reloaded my gun and, you know, took some time to get situated. No, okay, I'm gonna aim right. I got him. You know, that's too long. That's way too long. His root needs to be, you know, that millionth of a second that it takes Revenant to get out of, you know, the little stun thing that he puts himself in, or just remove it completely. You know, I don't think, you know, he's already getting a huge gold bonus for getting that kill. Let's not make it easier for him to get that kill. That's just the way I look at it. But is what it is. Now our Decker, you know, she lazy backs there a little bit. And we're able to chip away on steel, but we're out of mana. You know, if we would have been had a little more mana, we would have hit him with that obliterate and probably just melted him. But is what it is. You know, Revenant does a fairly decent job against steel because, you know, that ability armor is just completely useless. You know, you get hit with a full thing of obliterate, you're taking 7 of them with full damage, and or 6 of them, and it's chipping down your armor completely. So I don't know. I kind of feel that steel, you know, steel is not the best support for a Revenant. You know, I think you'd be better off if you wanted a tank. Pick up someone like Richter, or, you know, or you might even just go with a ranged. That way they could, you know, stun him, because a stun on Revenant is pretty dangerous. You know, he doesn't have a whole lot of escape, although he does got a ton of damage. If you can stun him out of, you know, if you can keep him stunned long enough and trick him, have him miss a shot or two, you know, Revenant's pretty easy to take out. But, you know, hey, I like going against the steel. You know, like I said, I'm terrible with them, so when they pick a steel, I'm happy. Now, we are kind of pushing this lane. You know, steel comes in and he hits his ultimate. Now, I'm going to whip around and throw my ultimate. I hit Twin Blast with that ultimate, guys. Oh, that feels bad. But my Decker cages him in, and I have no idea. Like, Twin Blast somehow lived through this, and I have no idea how he lived through that. That tower should have killed him. You know, that's another thing, guys. Towers need to do more damage. But awesome play on Decker's part. You know, I did not mean to ultimate that Twin Blast. You know, I should have reckoned the steal, which is who I was aiming for. But you know, I just spun really quick and did it. Feels bad, man. 2 just sloppy deaths. But hey, it is what it is. It's a challenge after all. But that did allow us to throw OPD on. Now, I am definitely underwhelmed by OPD on Revenant, but it does decent work. Now, we do get a collapse here at this tower. You know, we did manage to take that tower down. Not exactly sure why Steel wasted that ult on Decker, but that's fine with me. We're able to get a kill onto that Steel, and then Terra's here. I'm going to split Terra in between me and Decker, and sure enough, you know, we're able to get that kill. You know, I wanted to avoid her stunning both of us. And, you know, you see it work like a champ. We're going to be able to take out that Twin Blast. So, you know, we end up... I don't think we actually got a kill in that entire engagement just because, guys, I don't like Revenant. You know, I was able to help out, but I don't care for that. I don't like ulting either when, you know, a fight's going on because it removes me from the fight, and I'm the ADC, I'm the damage dealer. I need to help my team, not, you know, run away into my private little world. I just don't care for that. Well, I need a couple more points, so I was going to back there, but need a few more points. I'm going to go steal some jungle, and that way I can pick up Brilliant Fortification again. Sure enough, we hit that 500 points, head back, throw on Brilliant Fortification. Guys, this card's pretty cool on ADC. Like, I just like it. Now, I tried to use it right there and ended up hitting my Obliterate, but this is what it is. Now, I'm just waiting for Steel Shield to go down. You know, that was awesome on Decker's part, throwing that cage up. I don't know why Steel actually came back in and engaged in that. That was just a terrible choice. You can see we did put on OPD, but you see it's got a damage increase. But since he's got such a slow attack speed, it's just not... It'd be much better to have a hard-hitting card. And, you know, if I did this challenge again, I might try to just run for something like Knight of Asher first. But see, the problem with going for Knight of Asher first is there are not a whole lot of early to mid-game agility cards that you can pick up. You know, all of them out there, you know, there's what is it, Echelon Soldier. And, you know, it's for agility, but it's also for vitality. And I don't really want to build all, you know, 8 points to get a card when I'm really striving to get that 13-point card. Now, Crunch, you know, he's ecstatic about picking up that, you know, a Fangtooth. So we go ahead and go in on it. And, you know, Terra, and you can see, guys, this is what I've said about Terra. I really think if you get good with her ultimate, yeah, she's going to be just an absolute beast. You know, I definitely shouldn't have ran up there, but, you know, the positioning, the Prime Pit is such a deadly place to fight because there's the corners, everything like that, and, yeah, we all three got stunned by that. Terrible play on my part. You know, that was a terrible play on all our parts. I should have gone back because I was out of mana and low on health, and, you know, it definitely should have gone back, but, hey, it is what it is. Now, I cut that part out. You know, some of our teammates got a little salty, so I went ahead and muted them and, you know, just cut the part out where you can see what they were saying. But, hey, it is what it is. You know, I ended up using Brilliant Fortification again right there, and you can see that helped me with my tower, but my tower is definitely going to fall. You know, I got to get out. Steel used that ultimate, and with my Crunch showing up, we should be able to make something happen. Now, I'm going to, you know, work on that Steel. He used his, you know, that shield thing, whatever it is, and I'm just going to kind of kite him around, let Crunch do work, you know, and then we should be able to peel in, take him out. Sure enough, we're able to get that kill, and then I get that final shot onto Twin. That allows Decker to take, you know, that Twin Blast out. And guys, this is one thing you can see. I'm not necessarily going for last kills with Revenant. I'm just trying to get those kills secured. And I really feel that is one of the issues that Revenant has. A lot of players go, hey, I need my farm, I need to get that kill, you know, use my ultimate and try to get the kill, and then the hero ends up escaping, or things like that. You know, guys, just secure kills. It doesn't matter who really gets the kill, as long as you're getting that kill. You know, it would be nice if your ADC got it, but it doesn't need to be your ADC. Just try to get the kill, and it will, you know, completely work better for your team. Now, I'm going to try to make something happen with this Gideon. You know, I've got a long time for my ult to show up. I thought he was much closer than he was, but he was a pretty good ways off. We're going to go ahead and get this lane pushing and hopefully get it under tower. And, you know, again, I forget to take OPD off, but we've got a decent amount of mana, so we're doing a little bit of work. Now, from here, you know, focus on that tower. We should be able to take this tower down. Now, I didn't notice until right around here in the actual match that their Wukong's DC'd. You guys, you know, the Wukong's got a clear problem. He really needs to be fixed. You know, and you can see our Zinx has been just solo pushing like crazy, and she's actually got a T2 down at 18 minutes in, you know, and our team's definitely not communicating well together. So, you know, that I'm guessing this Wukong, you know, which I forgot to pay attention while I was editing, but I'm guessing this Wukong's been DC'd pretty much the whole match. And, you know, guys, that's been a big issue with Wukong lately. Now, we do head over to, you know, this pit, and we're able to do a little bit of work. We take out that Terra, and, you know, Steel is here. You know, our Decker's, you know, she's kind of juking him out. I think she was waiting for that river buff to show up. But this did split the team, and, you know, hopefully we'll be able to actually make something happen. Sure enough, we take Steel out. Now, again, I could have ulted him and got that little extra bounty, but I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that, guys. I'm gonna quit talking about it because, yeah, I have nothing kind to say about Revenant. I think he's way OP, and he's not a good team player. Which, I like being a team player. But we're going to then push this T2. Now my team splits off and half of them go to Fang. And me and Decker, we end up taking out this T2. You know, that great play. You know, we end up securing a couple of objectives there. And, you know, that's a very good play. It would have definitely been different if the enemy Wukong was there. But, you know, hey, we're doing a fantastic job so far, and I feel pretty confident with this build so far. You know, Wukong's not really affecting me so much, and, you know, I've done okay, and I think this is just showing how strong Revenant is. You know, I can you know, I can take a challenge build that someone's purposely making me not play with good cards, and we're still able to do work. I mean, look at the damage, guys. Now Steel shows up, hits that ultimate, you know, and then that second stun, that stun's so long. Now I'm trying to get out of here. We're juking around, trying to get Decker to get that bomb off. Sure enough, she does. And, you know, I'm heading back, but Decker is definitely disengaging, and that's what we want. My team's going to head in and actually deal with Steel, you know, kind of sweep him from behind and, you know, do some work right there. And, guys, I'm going to throw on Atomic Soldier. So, you know, I do have a very intellect-heavy build. I wasn't planning on putting this many points in intellect. I just, you know, I don't build this way, so I've kind of just put points in the wrong spots. You know, I wanted to have, like, 12 points in intellect and then everything else agility, and that's how I set my gyms up. But, you know, I definitely haven't done that so far. But, hey, intellect Revenant, you know, it does kind of work, or knowledge intellect Revenant, because, you know, you obliterate just hits like an absolute truck when you do that. And, you know, hey, the extra 10% of damage is nice as well. Now, there's not a whole lot to do right now. You know, our lanes are pushed very well. You know, there's a big team collapse. You can see I was pushing that lane just ridiculously far, but there's just not a whole lot going on. The lanes aren't set against us. You know, they've got 4 people. You know, it's very hard to deal with that. Twin Blast does head down to our Decker, and guys, we're gonna do some work on Twin Blast. You see, he only got hit with a handful of those shots, but, you know, the damage is just crazy. We're able to take him out no problem. Then I'm gonna wait for Steel to show up. You know, Steel ended up going down. You know, my team was there to deal with that as well. And from here, we're going to then take out this Fangtooth. You know, we get our second Fangtooth of the game, and, you know, it's going pretty decent, but the team ends up surrendering here in a second. Which, guys, I gotta say, I'm completely on board with that. You know, I wish they would have stuck in the game just because I'm selfish and want to record. But honestly, guys, it couldn't have been fun playing a 4v5 match. You know, that's never fun. And I really hope Paragon, Epic, whoever's in charge, I really hope they fix this issue. You know, we've had a lot of connection issues over the past few months, and they need to get straightened out. Well, challenge number 4 is complete. I would say we did well. So if you did enjoy, show me some love, leave me a comment, think about subscribing, join our Discord if you haven't done it. I'd love to play with y'all. And as always, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video.